Okay, so in this video, I'm going to teach you how to create a virtual segment, which you'll most likely need when you're doing a ramp up. So in order to do a ramp up, you'll be given a ramp up schedule from your delivery analyst or delivery manager, and you'll apply it to what I'm going to teach you today. So the first thing you'll want to do is you'll have to have your campaign created, and you'll also have to have your lists imported. So when I go to the list area, I have these two demo lists that I'm going to work with. In my campaigns area, I'm going to work in one of our campaigns here. So first things first, once I go into my campaign area, I will click on the campaign ID like I'm going through my campaign, and I'm going to go to step 3 where I show you the list area. Now your list is going to be much larger than this if you're doing a ramp up. Since this is just a demo, I'm just going to have a few emails in here. However, you will select your list, and then when you select your list, you'll notice all the way on the right side there's a feature here that says send to segment. You'll click on that and a pop-up will show up here. What you'll want to do here is change the limit type to start and amount, and you'll notice these fields change here. Your starting amount is going to be where you're going to start on day 1 or day 2 or day 3 or so on and so forth as far as your ramp up schedule is concerned. In this example, we're going to start from day 1, and then I'll show you what day 2 looks like, and so on and so forth. So we'll start with the first, we'll start with number 1 because that's where we're going to start on our list. And let's say the amount on our Google Sheet from our delivery analyst says day 1 is 1,000. So what we'll do is we'll put in 1,000. If you do have a suppression list, you'll want to select the exclude suppressions and recalculate limits. In this example, I'm not going to go through that. I'm just going to show you how to start at your first email, and you're going to start select the amount, which is 1,000, and you're going to hit save. Once you do that, you will see that on the right side now, instead of send to segment, it says send to all or edit segment, and it shows the amount starting at 1, and the amount is 1,000. Now, if you have, for example, 2 lists, and the reason you would have 2 lists is if you were breaking it down by domain group. For example, if you're sending to, let's say, Gmail, and you're also sending to Yahoo, and you might need a ramp up for both of those, then you would have those broken up into 2 separate segments. And if you need to learn how to create segments by domain groups, you could watch our video on creating segment by domain groups. In this video, I'm going to just explain how to create the virtual segment. So this is assuming you've already created your domain group segments. Now, let's say this was your Gmail list, and this is your Yahoo list. And on your Gmail list, it said that you were going to start at 1,000, and on your Yahoo list it might say that you were going to start and send only 500. So you would put start here and you would put 500 here. Again, if you were going to exclude suppressions, you would do that and hit recalculate limits. Again, I'm not going to show you that in this video. However, you would start at 1 and 500 and you'd hit save. So now what this tells our system is that for your first list, which was, we're saying, quote unquote, the Gmail list, you're going to be sending to the first 1,000. That's going to be your amount, and you're going to start at 1. And for the Yahoo list, which we said was demo list 2, we're going to start at 1, and we're going to send 500. So in total, you're going to be sending 1,500 emails, 1,000 from the Gmail list, 500 from the Yahoo list, and that's how you create a virtual segment for that campaign. Now, that's said, and all you'd need to do is schedule the delivery or hit send now. For the next day on your ramp up, which I said I'd explain, you go back into your campaigns area and you would copy that day's campaign. So you probably hit copy, and you'd click on the campaign ID. If the campaign is going to be exactly the same campaign as the day before, you don't need to change anything here. If you're going to change the text, you can do that now, the content. In this example, I'm going to keep this the same way it is right now. I'm going to click next, And what I'd like to do in the campaign name is I'd like to put the dates in there. So today, I believe, is the 16th or so. So I'm just going to put 12/16. And that tells me that this is for, actually I'll put 12/17 for tomorrow. And I'll click next. And now on this, you'll see that the segments are gone. So you're going to create your segment again. And this is going to be, again, start and amounts. And now the starting point is going to be, if you remember, we sent 1,000 yesterday. So the starting point is going to be 1,000, or you can put 1,000. And the amount is going to be 1,000. And you're going to click Save there. For the demo list 2, if you were doing the Yahoo, you're going to click Send to Segments. And you're going to hit Start. And you're going to put the amount. And if you remember, we put 500 there. So, we put the amount was 500, so we'll put 501 here. And we're going to put the amount. Let's say the amount was 500 again on our ramp-up schedule. Remember, you need to be looking at your ramp-up schedule day 2 here, and you're going to put that amount in there again. And all we're going to do is hit Save. So now what this tells us is we're starting at 1,001 because we sent to 1,000 yesterday, and we're starting at 501 because we sent 500 yesterday. And the amount we're going to send are these amounts here. So we're sending 1,500, but we're sending from a different starting point. And you would follow the same steps for each day that you're following the ramp up. Again, you'd schedule it, or you'd hit Send Now. That would be how you would do the 2 days. You do that for 3 days, and so on and so forth until you're finished with your ramp up, whether it be 30 days or 60 days or so. And that's really it. Any other questions you have, please reach out to us and let us know.